Crisco, I know you upload these. When I don't turn the microphones on when that's playing, does it actually go on to the podcast, or am I cutting it off?
No, it's when you turn the microphones on. As soon
So
as
half of that intro's not there.
I think so, or maybe that's there. But yeah, it's weird because we've had full conversations leading up to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, blah blah, and then you don't hear any of it, and then I have to edit the beginning off of it, and it typically has it on there, so it should be fine.
All right, cool. All right, I'm going to test something. You guys, look at your cameras. Look at your
This camera.
The camera that we're live.
I grabbed my phone.
No, I did too. I was going to reach for it.
Just for Crisco and Des. If I looked at you like this in the camera, now look at me.
Yeah.
If I looked at you and was like, is that creepy?
A little bit.
I mean, just
do it again.
Not it just looks like you're smiling, but I don't know what.
Thank you. I'm like a happy dolphin. I'm a happy dolphin.
But you know what dolphins do?
That's true.
That smile.
Vicious raper.
Dolphins and ducks. Animals with a D on it, not a dog.
Yes.
Let's set the full scene. If I'm standing here talking to you guys, and I look over at Wes, and he's typing something into his computer, and he's doing that creepy smile, and then looks at his computer, and then keeps typing, smiling at you. Then are you weirded out you're up to something?
No, because I've seen it, and that's when he's happy with himself in his response to an email or something he's working on. He's like,
yeah. He's a
I
big
know
fan
exactly
of it.
what he was typing.
I just smiled at you because I felt like you needed
It's
a
his
friendly
stupid name.
face
It's
in
the
your
name
world
he
today.
put on here is what.
No, I just put Pidge's pillow.
Yeah, it was Pidge's pillow, which nobody can see our names on here, which is he does that for me every single day when he writes the name. So I just appreciate that it's been over a week and he's still adding new names
every day.
Very cute.
Every day.
Des is always just Des, and we're just Crisco and Pidge.
Want to know why just smiling at your friend is creepy now?
Well, I mean,
just if you just normally don't do it, I guess that might be weird.
Because you know what? He knows if you're real happy with yourself. In your head, your smile is you're saying, and roll to the right, and roll to the left.
Or you're up to something.
Yeah,
would
no
be
good.
typical.
That's the smile he had. He's up to something.
Like he's already plotting shoving your mirror out of the way or slashing your tires or hitting your car with his car.
I put Crisco's windshield wiper up the other day.
Which is so funny. He goes, did you get into your car before? And I said, the good news is with working with a friend like Wes, you always kind of just look. I look at my mirrors all the time now because of what he's done to poor Pidge. I always look at my mirrors.
You also have done that to Pidge too.
I did it as a joke one time. I've already apologized and said it will never happen again. From me. Wes will for sure do it.
Well, why did you used to drive penises on my car?
That's hilarious.
I would do it to Dez's car, but now she has that special security lot that surrounded by all the armed guards and stuff.
Yeah.
They shot somebody in the arm the other day.
Yeah.
Just by getting anywhere near your car.
Her and all the TV people get to park in a special lot. Us common peasants have to park over on the other side of the parking lot.
Guys, have you not learned anything? You just park wherever you want. You just don't ask for permission and nobody tells you not to. So I just park there.
You're also the same person who said that somebody then took your spot and then muscled your way back into it by telling Ken Barlow. And now you don't even park there anymore.
No, I park on the other side.
Yeah.
Because it's too small of a space. But when I drive the Prius, I throw them off because I'm like, I'm back.
All to save 7 steps to walk into the building. It's not that different of a walk at all.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
No, I just... like you guys saw me the other day, I came up from that direction because sometimes I have to run in and put something in so there's not dead air. I parked out there one morning for 2 seconds and ran up here, put something in, ran back down, and there was already somebody out there waiting for me saying, "Is that your car?" And I said, yeah. I was just, he goes, "You can't park there."
Wow, they were on it that quick, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We have a full security staff here who is really, really, really good at telling you where not to park. And that's where it usually ends.
No, they have helped. There was a live car robbery. Thievery happened in front of us, and they came out quicker than quick.
Yeah, but they still stole
got
the car. They still. The guy ran from all the way, and he was great. He ran from all the way around, got in front of him. Don't blame him. The guy who stole the car literally tried to hit him. He was just going to run him over. Guy jumped out of the way, but he had his gun out and everything.
Really?
Ready to and then he drove right at him as fast as he could, almost hit him, peeled out of the parking lot, and the car was gone forever.
Yeah, and we watched the whole thing with our own eyes. It was really scary.
Was that are we an accomplice?
No, you're a witness.
We were a
witness to an almost murder.
Almost murder.
And a thievery.
But now we just get told where not to park and emails about how we don't give them far enough advanced warning of somebody coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you think of the words St. Paul sinkhole, what do you think of?
What?
St. Paul sinkhole. What do you think of?
Me? My house?
No.
My toilet? I don't know. I have no idea.
You're the St. Paul sinkhole?
I am the St. Paul sinkhole.
Oh, you're
no,
famous right now.
it is bad. There is a sinkhole on West 7th Street, and they are going to have closures of that area. It goes from West 7th Street to Grand that they have to do all this work.
Jeez.
It's like the whole, of course, now this story just went away.
What
But
sank through?
I thought you said Kellogg.
I'm sorry,
So
Kellogg. I didn't mean to say
you're by
Marion.
like Casetas and everything?
Yeah,
It's way
so-
out there?
It's it's in front of Burger Mo's on
Oh,
7th.
really?
Whoa.
And it's like a
Oh.
huge hole there.
Yes, I saw everything is all blocked off. I didn't know what was going on there.
And that's going to be for the next few months because it's going to take that long. The hole drops down like 15 to 20 feet.
That's
and it
scary.
opened. It just opened and things were like getting, I was like, is that all streets or is it just certain places eventually just
My mom's got a
erode?
sinkhole in her backyard now. It's the weirdest
What?
thing I've ever seen. She's like, come over here once. And it's like, she's got a 25 acres. So it's like,
Yeah.
Come over here real
she's
quick.
like, come over here. Look
She
into
shows
it.
you. She's like, look at the bottom of it. That's where I have all your money you're going to get when I'm gone one day.
No, but the thing's probably 10 feet deep. It's the weirdest thing. And
And
I'm
did
like, I was trying to convince Marie to walk down in
I
it.
would have never guessed Bonbon's sinkhole was that big.
Did it just all of a sudden one day, boom, it's a sinkhole, or
Yeah,
is it
she's like, I-
slowly became a sinkhole?
I don't really know. She's like, it wasn't like that before. And all of a sudden there's this big deep hole now.
PSA, it is May 12th. So if you're listening to this in like 3 months, maybe the street's open now.
Or in like 5 years, you're listening back to this going,
Wow.
there's not a sinkhole on 7th. 7th isn't
perfectly
even
fine.
here anymore. What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh,
but for
gosh.
now, it is May 12th, 2025
Yeah.
is the year, correct?
But
Yep.
next time, maybe
Correct.
just don't interrupt him while he's talking about his mom's deep sinkhole.
Oh, sorry. I thought
Yeah.
we were done.
It's just funny.
So the
That's not-
kids like to create sinkholes when we're on the beach
Oh,
at
sure.
the Kinney. They have shovels, and you'd think. I mean, I swear, you play a couple round of bags, and you turn around, and there's literally where you had just been walking is a big, huge hole. That it could be very dangerous
Oh,
when
for sure.
drinking all day.
Did you
We're
fall
like,
and said
"Fill in."
sinkhole?
Nope, I didn't. I was only there for a couple of hours during the day, but yeah, they've been. That's the new thing.
Oh, they just love
So-
digging holes.
And burying people is still a thing.
Oh, that's so fun.
That's always fun.
No.
Yeah.
I was
What?
just going to say,
I
I
don't
wish
love
I
it.
was the age where like shoveling sounded fun.
I
or
know.
was fun
Yeah.
instead of like being a chore that I put off forever. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wish so bad I could. I change my superpower all the time, but I think maybe my latest one would be time traveling. And here's a question I've had forever. Sorry to derail
Yeah.
all
Sure.
of this.
No, you're not derailing.
If you could time travel, but you could only go to the future or you could only go to the past, what would it be?
The past.
Really? Because everybody's like, oh, future. I agree with you.
I mean, the problem is what if you're like, oh, you know what? I would go into the future. I'm going to go 10 years. You're dead. You go 10
That
years
would
in the
be
future,
scary.
and there's
Yeah.
like, you have no idea when it happened, how it happened, or you're like, you know what I'd love to see is like, I would love to see when it's all over. And all of a sudden you just show it's like 6 months later. You're like, oh,
Yikes.
Yeah,
the
you
hell?
don't want to know.
No,
that.
but I'm saying I'd love to go back in time to be able to go to some of the better memories that you had. For sure, not going back to school.
Well, I
I'll
meant
tell you
like-
that much.
No? I'd
I
go
would-
back to school.
I would love. So would I. I would love to go see Dinosaurs. I've always.
Oh,
thought
I
it'd
see
be
what you're saying.
But
amazing.
Not
you
to
could go
your-
that far back.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's-
Sorry.
You're like you're you,
Yeah.
and you go to a different time. Like you can go and see what the future's like if you're
Mhm.
going to be literally flying in
Right.
flying cars.
Yeah, I'd go
Right.
back and watch Ken Griffey Jr. play baseball again.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. I mean, you
appreciate
could
it,
go
man.
back as many times as you want.
How
right?
old were you?
Really?
When he was in
You
his
can't just
prime?
pick one time.
Is it? Well, I guess that is the rule. Is it one time you just get one free pass
I
to
would.
go
Let's
back?
go with one time.
Just one,
One
time.
time.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
You'd
with
pick
Ken
Ken
Griffey Jr.
Griffey.
No, I wouldn't
Huh.
do that. I thought it was more. I should have asked more rules. I thought it might have been like you can go back whenever you
I'd
want.
go back to when I lost my virginity.
Okay. Of course you
That
would.
was so many years ago, though.
I know it was a lot, but I'm just saying.
It's so fast too. Wouldn't
It
you
was
wanna,
so
like-
fast. That's what I'm saying. So I would have more skill. I would want to go back with my knowledge now.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That'd be weird.
That would be weird. The other young person you're with is like, Jesus.
Yeah,
this
you're
guy knows so much.
like 50-year-old
Incredible.
you. I mean, you won't look 50 or whatever, but
But
you'll
you'd
have-
still also be the same age, so it would still probably be as quick as you. You're like, oh, I've got all these.
Oh, he's
Damn
still.
it! It's my one pass.
He's still quicker than ever. but he, I guess, knows more moves.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of moves that he can't show off because he's like, well, hold on. Just give me a minute.
Why are you here with this rubber fist? You're going to love this. You are going to love it.
I don't know how to explain it now or where I got it or why this says the year 2023, but I just have to let you know you're going to love it.
So, Des, I know you don't want to go back to your first time. Would you go forward or back?
I don't know. I'm like torn. So I'm like, what would I
mean, you could go see how your kids turn out.
That's scary too.
That's
though.
what I mean. Like, you don't know how anything's going to turn out.
You could also live for that, though.
No, but I'm going to live for some of it.
Yeah. I guess maybe.
Like, no, don't you want to see what your kids are like in the future?
You're really old. You're going to die before they're 20.
No.
Don't you want to see their 30s, Des?
I'd like to see. I would like to see.
I'm the one that said she will be alive for that.
No, I know. It
Yeah.
just sounded funny.
Anyway.
But I do think, I don't know. I feel like the past is a weird thing to go back to. Don't get me wrong. There are some really great things. It'd be cool to relive or see, but I don't care to go see the dinosaurs because I'd probably get my head eaten off.
True.
You know,
I just
don't
think
go to a T-Rex's home. Like, wow, this is, oh gosh, darn it.
Do you see how fast
She's
that
gone.
happens?
Yeah. But like just to see what are the ones with the really long necks and
Oh yeah,
The
the good
Brontosaurus?
dinosaur.
yeah, a good dinosaur.
Stegosaurus.
Like
Yeah,
just
something.
this, like imagine like
Something.
just,
Dinosaurs.
like that's why
He's
you
horse.
see like whales or whatever, or even sharks or something like in an aquarium, and they're so big. You're like, that is a freaking animal on this planet. Just to see like gigantic creature, just living, walking. I think
I've
that
never
would
seen
be-
a whale
I saw one
Hey.
when I was out in California.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Thought you were
in
talking-
an aquarium.
No, I
Well,
said
if you
like a
would
whale.
go to
or-
sea
Oh, yeah,
world
no, I've seen
back
them,
in
like,
the
that
day.
too.
In the ocean, but they don't have whales at the
Not like at
Sea
the
World.
Mall of
Didn't they
America,
used to?
but
They had, I mean, wasn't
Oh, the
it
giant-
Shamu?
Hello?
orca. That's an orca.
Free
friends.
Willy.
It's
Is
a
that- but
dolphin.
Isn't that an
It's a
orca?
dolphin.
okay, you would be that guy.
Free Willy is that?
Killer whales are dolphins.
Oh, but it's called a killer whale. That's
It is.
confusing. I didn't know
It's
that.
called an orca. Killer whale's a nickname. It's a dolphin.
Good. Oh, I forgot. He watches all them.
I know he does. I'm not even saying it to make fun of you. I always thought that those were
No.
whales.
Yeah, as
No,
did I.
they're giant dolphins.
Didn't know
That's a
that.
giant dolphin.
Yeah, they have a rapey vibe too.
It makes sense though because they have a
Oh,
blowhole.
they're
And
so good with tricks.
dolphins and whales are mammals, so
Yeah.
I guess
true.
it makes sense. But
You know what would be crazy?
I have a
though?
blowhole. Can you milk me?
That didn't make sense.
Greg,
I would go back and be like, I want to go back to Titanic and see what that ship was like. And I'd be the one to get there the day the iceberg hit. I'd be like, crap, I want to come home.
Like, I want to go to a fancy
What
party.
did I do with the time machine? Hurry.
that would be
Somebody
really
help.
cool though. That would be cool to see the
Things
Titanic.
going down. I'd be like, well, I'm dead.
Well,
This is for sure. I'm for sure in the bottom of this boat.
but if you go to the future or to the past and you just visit it for a minute, if you die, do you then just wake up? Is it like you get three
Great
chances, like
question.
Jumanji?
No,
You die, you die.
I think you
die,
die.
you die.
And you can't touch
Oh.
anything or talk to anybody and change
I
anything.
mean, butterfly effect. You don't want to do too many things.
I know. I think I'll just stay put.
Observe.
You know what? I got it. I would go back in time to the first time I got to experience the Old Country Buffet.
Genius.
And I'd like to go back in time and not do that.
No, that's not the one you went to.
Oh.
You would have loved that one. It truly was just well, no,
Not
she's way
much
too
different.
fancy for it. Sorry. You're right. She
I
doesn't
just-
like buffet type things.
No, I had an amazing buffet at Treasure Island yesterday.
No, I
The
know
Mother's
that.
Day buffet.
Great buffet.
Yeah.
Great buffet.
I mean, I love any place. Generally, I thought until I buffeted with you guys, I like any place you can have
Was
like
it-
tacos and eggs or
Yeah.
tacos and salmon or, all the weird things, but
Yeah,
Was it the
that's-
company or was it the food at that buffet we went to?
the food.
Okay.
She
I
has gone out with us since, so
Yeah.
that is
That's
true.
true, yeah.
Because
We
a
do
couple
need to-
hours later, me was not
Gosh.
thanking myself.
We do need to hit up another buffet for what is it?
Buffet mom.
Buffet Mom. Thank
Buffet
you,
Mom.
Buffet Mom.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
What?
You would never be mad at
What?
Pizza Ranch.
I've never been to
That
that.
is a delicious
I've never
one.
been to a pizza buffet before.
Oh, it's
Oh,
good.
Godfather's back in the day was
Oh,
the best.
I don't think-
Remember when pizza used to have a buffet?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Why don't I remember? I lived in
I
Montana.
mean,
you
those are
guys.
goated. I can't really say
Yeah.
that. This
They probably
one
were
is,
crap, but we think they were so good.
Yeah.
They were. You would probably eat it and be like,
This is terrible.
oh my gosh. I do remember, I can't say the name of it because it's not in a good light, but there was one time we walked in and me and my dad and my brother went to this buffet and it was like a lunchtime buffet. And for the most part, it was really good. And my dad walks up and he goes, oh, they've got like an Alfredo sauce up here. And it was like some other stuff. And I was like, I don't really see noodles around here anywhere. I don't know what that would be
Uh-oh.
for. And it was, he just takes a scoop of it and it had this like one bubble come up out of it and like a noodle was sticking out of it.
oh.
And he goes, can I ask you, is this Alfredo? And what does this go with at the actual buffet? And they went, that's not Alfredo. And then just turned around and walked away. Didn't give us an
They
answer.
didn't tell you what it was.
Didn't tell us what it was. He literally just, it was like a teen, and he goes, "That's not Alfredo." And then he turned around and go, "Dad, put the spoon down."
What the hell was it?
99% confident. I now know what that is. Put the spoon down. That's a bunch of high school kids who hate their job right now. I'm like, ixnay on the spoon, Dad. Let's go.
What are you saying?
I don't know what it was.
I want to know.
But
So
let's
bad.
say it was bubbling, and
Well,
it did
so it
not
was
look
hot.
appetizing. But he didn't give us an answer.
Was it a soup?
I don't think it's a
Cream
soup you wanted
based
to.
soup?
It was definitely cream based.
Oh,
That's what I can tell you. Oh boy, it was rough.
But you think they did enough to fill up a vat?
I don't
Over
think
time,
so.
I don't think
over
you could
time,
do
they
that.
might have. Could you imagine? They're
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
everybody get in here.
They're
It
like,
was all
today's
dudes.
the day. We filled it finally.
Put it out.
And he felt bad for my dad. He goes, "That's not Alfredo. Do not eat that. Do not." I
Yikes.
don't know what it was, but it bubbled. And he said, "It's not Alfredo," smirking, and then turned around and walked away.
That's amazing.
You tell me what's in that sauce.
Oh.
I just
And it
don't
didn't
know.
fit with anything in the buffet. The theme of the buffet was like different, like it was like chicken and potatoes.
Was it a gravy?
It was not
A
a
white
gravy.
gravy?
No, it was
For
not a white
potatoes?
gravy.
Because why did
Speaking
one
of
noodle?
potatoes,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no.
I had to explain to my mother on Mother's Day what we're talking about on the radio when it comes to mashed potatoes and her slippers.
She didn't get it by you saying I had sex with mashed
She
potatoes.
didn't listen to the podcast.
Oh, okay,
Don't
got
She
it.
ever
hears
let
us
her.
joking about it on the air, and she's like, "What's the deal with the mashed potatoes?" I'm like,
Oh.
Nothing.
What did you tell her?
exactly what I said
Yeah.
here. I
Yeah,
had
what was
sex
her
with mashed
reaction?
potatoes.
What was her reaction?
Wesley, and then she's like, "In my slippers?" I'm like, "I mean, and the couch
It's like I
cushions."
thought that right one squished a lot. I don't know what
My
that
sister's
was.
over like, "Ew!" I sat on that couch. I'm like, "Well,
So did I.
I more than sat on that couch."
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Here's the
that
thing
couch.
about Wes is like, if my mom heard that and I had to explain it to her, I'd be like embarrassed and try not to.
Our
just
maintenance
got
guy has a tramp
tramp
stamp.
No, he doesn't. He has a tramp. No, he doesn't.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. He went to itch his back. We were looking at the right time.
no. God, was that on
Is that on
camera?
camera?
Oh, I think it's on camera.
Go back. Is there a
Oh,
way to
we
back?
can't go back.
Oh
no,
my
that's.
God.
We'll watch it later.
What
He's
was
such
it?
It was
You
like,
both-
looks like some like tribal or
It's
something.
like a triangle or a diamond type of a thing.
Why is it that any tribal art that any person in like our lives had immediately was like, you know where I think that tribal art goes? Right above my butt.
That's because that's where my tribal art is.
I have a cousin who has it. I'm like, was that just the thing to do? Get
Oh,
tribal
yeah,
art and then put
100%.
it right
It
above
was
your butt.
Yep.
Huge.
Yeah.
And
It
there
is
was
pretty big.
no, it's ginormous. Why did I do that?
Yeah. And I thought, because you added to it.
Well,
I thought
it's
you
not
would cover
together
up. So it's separate.
Yeah,
Got it.
two
Okay.
separate things.
I guess
How many
I don't
tattoos
stare
are you
at
at?
your back
Are you
hole.
at now? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was my 7th.
Holy!
This is my 7th.
Do you count
Jeez.
all of these as individual ones?
I went
I
by
think-
sessions.
Okay, so
Oh,
then
I could see
okay,
that.
so if you did by sessions, 1, 2, 3,
Sessions. Well, wasn't that one a couple
4,
sessions? Your
was
rib.
5.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
this was
you-
4, and then the 5th one I just did. You can see that. Oh, I can't look. There
Love
it is.
it.
There you go. 5th one, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
But I
So
mean, a sleeve
And I've just
is
signed
a
up for
sleeve.
12, 13, and 14.
That's why I did by session. So I consider my sleeve 5, and then the little my
Mhm.
semicolon 6. Then I'm 7, 8, 9,
I got-
10, 11,
Do you have
12.
Okay, we can all see
What's-
you on camera.
It says "we" right now, but later I can show you it says "welcome."
You did not
Is that
get
when
your
you lift your
penis
belly up, or-
tattooed.
It does says "we" right now,
Okay.
but after I get excited, it says "welcome."
I
Wee
get
man.
it. It says still we.
Oh, Pee-wee. No.
What if that's what it's?
That would be amazing. He
It
mixed
says
it
"we"
up.
on the front, and I show the
It
back. It
just
says
says
"Pee."
Pee-wee. Pee-wee.
Oh my god! Somebody should. That would be such a
Funny.
funny
Oh,
because it's double entendre.
It
I guess
is.
"pee" with it.
Pee-wee.
Do you have legs or
Wait, hold on.
You have
legs.
do you have tattoos on your legs?
The only one I have is my infinity symbol.
Okay.
I'm on the verge because I'm running out of room, and I just figure out a couple different things I want to do on my left arm that will, because I'm going to get the one covered up on my left upper arm, the dragon. It's, if you can see it, it is.
You're into dragons, huh?
I am into dragon. These nuts on your face. I don't know where that came from.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I'm
But,
joking.
I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding unless you like
Just
that.
kidding around here.
You're into
I'm just
it.
asking for a friend. If you're into it, like, you know what I mean? No big deal.
Yeah,
Ignore
no,
it if you don't.
Everybody ignored it. Okay, go ahead. No, Des, thought I heard something over there. No, okay.
I'm good.
That's all I got for the podcast. That's it. No, so I'm going to get this covered up, but then I'm like, I'm out of room on my arms. Like once I do a couple more things.
Oh, on both arms.
You have a large back.
I don't want, the problem is, I would say neck down to crotch. Nothing should be tattooed on there because you're never going to know what it looks like.
Or you go next.
It's just going to look like we're all doing the wave.
I don't think you should do the front side.
The front or the back.
Speaking of mashed potatoes, you don't want to do that.
No, that's why you've been trying to hump me lately.
Yes, but the back, that's a big canvas.
Okay, we get it. I'm a fat, large man. I get it.
I would rather do your chest.
I would never do anything from here down, like my belly, and no. That's an ever-changing.
Really?
Thing.
I have a bunch of I have my chest, my ribs. Yeah. I got the 2 guns going down the front of my pants.
You do not.
I do. Pew pews right there.
No, you don't.
Show it. Pictures or it didn't happen. I don't want to. Come on. Oh, you're all big cocky guy a minute ago.
I can't show off all of the cash.
Let's show the Wee Man tattoo that you have. It says Wee Man. But I thought about going on my legs.
Yeah, Taylor just said the same thing. He goes, well, you always said you weren't going to do anything on your arms. And he's like, and I've always said I'm not going to do my legs. He's like, but I'm kind of thinking about it. And I'm like,
You wouldn't like it? I
think I'm done.
What is it about the legs
I just
that you
like
wouldn't
his
like?
legs.
Well, I know, but it's still going to be sexy with ink on it.
I think I'm done.
You're done.
I have to have my sleeve just kind of touched up, and then I think I'm done.
Also,
my kids want to get the 4 of us get a matching one.
Yeah, you need to do that. Even my mother-in-law with Heidi, Taylor's cousin, she works right by the tattoo shop, so she was there with us. She's getting a consultation because she wants to get a tattoo or 2 in honor of her daughter, Ashley. But my mother-in-law goes, maybe I do that with her. And I'm like, whoa.
My mom said it to me this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, when I showed her.
You guys all went below the wrist. Why was nobody there to tell me to go below the wrist?
I was just trying to freaking get my tattoo after
They handed out cards with numbers on it, and it was the best. Pidge had number 1. I had number 2. Pidge went dead last. 100%
That was his own fault. He changed his tattoo at least 25 times.
Whenever I would have gotten whatever I was deciding on at the time, whenever they brought me up there, but people just kept going, oh, mine will be real quick. I'm just gonna go. And I'm like,
well, you know what it was for me? I was in the other room. And they were like, who's next? And I'm like, I think it's you guys. And then they're like, well, I just went in there and they're talking to somebody that I think they just assumed you're using the other one. Yeah. So the lady's just like, oh, sit down. Cause they had a group of 4 that were in a row after me. Mm-hmm. So they're like, oh, you do it first. I'm like, oh, twist my arm.
But that's the thing is, so I don't hate where my location is because I had about really 3 different people at the Saints game go, hey, what's that for? What's that for?
That's the point.
That's the point. And if I would have put it down any lower, I still think it would have popped over the wrist line. But I put a hoodie on yesterday because my house is so cold at like 64 degrees.
Oh my
61, I have
64. Nice. Dude.
I don't even have my air on.
We don't either. We're trying to hold out, but Taylor was like, I think we might need to turn it on.
Nice last night.
You can hold on. It's only 2-3 more days and then it's 60 again.
And we slept in the basement last night because it's so nice and ice cold.
Yeah, you would. Oh God, you guys would just absolutely hate me. I have it so cold in my house that I turned on my fireplace downstairs.
I would do the exact same thing.
What would you do all that for?
That's
like so funny. It's so funny. It's dumb. But so I have it, but now this shows completely past the hoodie, like the wrist of my hoodie.
I think that's cool though, because then you'll always see it.
It's so funny though. People do look at you differently. They're like, oh, you're a hand tattoo guy now. Got it. Okay,
you're
cool.
A little more gangster.
Gosh, you guys, I have my ring tattoo. Am I a gangster?
Mm-hmm. Anybody, they say there's people who are and are not hand tattoo people. You and I are.
Look at you got that too. Yeah. I'm a naughty girl.
You're a pimp on a budget. Isn't that what you are?
Yeah, I'm balling on a budget. That's what I was in my old car. Gosh. I was like, but if you want to ball on a budget, you can buy my car. That was really funny.
That's true.
My car's already worse than yours.
I'll buy it right now. $350.
No.
It's $10,000 or no offer. 10,000.
I won't even give it to you for 10,000.
Oh, why? Wow. You still?
I don't even know if
I
would give it to you. I don't even know if I would give my card to you.
Why? Because Marie would sell it and make money on it.
Yeah,
she would for
exactly.
She would.
Mm-hmm. No, I know. That's what I'm like. I am not letting you make money off of my car.
Okay.
This has been a good talk.
Yeah.
You are not getting his car. You know what I mean?
I don't want
End of story.
Yeah, you do.
Why don't you go find a bowl of potatoes?
Potato.
They'll be loaded.